Hi, I'm Kobe. Welcome back to the Green Mic Podcast. I'm here with
I'm Vohn.
and
I'm Adriana.
Ryniah is here too. Today we have a guest speaker. Her name is
Ray.
How are you, Ray?
I am doing well. I'm very happy.
That's what's up.
So we have a bunch of questions for you today. Like 8. I think. Okay, so I'm gonna just start off if you're ready.
I am ready.
Can you give us a definition of CSN?
So, CSN is Groundwork, Ohio River Valley's Climate Safe Neighborhoods program. I'm here today speaking with the Green Team, which is our youth program. And the Climate Safe Neighborhood is our resident-based program where we work in underadvantaged communities. We rally members of the community. We educate them on their immediate environment, and we teach them how to make it better.
That's so awesome.
Amazing answer.
And how hard did you work to get as far as you did?
That's a funny question because though I did put in a lot of work, I wouldn't say it was hard work just because it aligns with my purpose. So it didn't really feel like it was hard for me to do. I started my journey with Groundwork as a youth leader. I actually was the youth leader for Lower Price Hill. And then I went on to be a floater during the summer. So I got the pleasure of working with a lot of different green teams. And I was like, I love it here. Can you guys please give me more to do? And now I'm more in the office doing admin things and working with residents.
That's pretty awesome.
She said that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I kind of was under the mic. Okay. What inspires you to get into this line of work?
So I've always really cherished the youth. Like I said, I began my journey with Groundwork working with the green teams. So Sierra, the green team director.
Shout out Sierra again.
I know you listen to this.
She's a friend of mine, and she would just see me on Instagram complaining about my job. And she's like, come over here, because she was just a person who always kind of seen my soul and felt my purpose. And she just knew it was a good fit. So I'm forever grateful for her. But yeah. I'm very passionate about people being happy with themselves, and that passion kind of stems from a selfish place, I will say, because it's no fun being the only person loving life. I want some company, so I want to help fix the environment and make it better for everybody so we can have a big party.
Yeah.
I love parties.
Nah, for real.
Love parties.
Ryniah, do you want to ask any questions? I know.
She said no.
She's like our little secret guest. She's always in the background working really hard. Trust.
Yeah.
Can you explain the differences between equality and
Equity.
All right. So equality is making sure that everyone has the same resources, keeping that equal. So everybody gets this one ball, or everybody gets Band-Aids. I used this example earlier in the week. Everybody gets Band-Aids. Now, equity is realizing that everyone doesn't need a Band-Aid. Some people need something else, maybe some Tylenol for a migraine. So equity is being specific with the resources that we're providing for the people who are in need.
That's a pretty good definition. Oh, people always give like the box definition, and I'm tired of seeing it. But we preach that here. We preach diversity, equity, and inclusion.
That's
here.
crazy because I had never heard no explanations of equity until you told us about.
Oh, really?
Until you was saying with the ladders and stuff.
Yeah, that was my first getting into equity.
You definitely made it make sense though.
Mm-hmm.
But
that'd be a definition.
So, which project are you most proud of?
That's a good question. I genuinely am just proud to be a part of the entire organization. I will say that what I enjoy most is working with the youth, talking to you guys. Coming down to teach you guys about CSN, I was told that I was able to just, give you the slides and let y'all do y'all thing. But I was like, I want to go talk to them. I appreciate being involved and being an influence. I understand how precious you guys are. Your beautiful brains still growing. But I'll say a project that I'm very proud of because it's one of the first projects that I've been sort of in charge of. We've just organized a resident-based interview kind of video, kind of like this podcast. But I was in charge of that, so stay tuned. I'll definitely, keep y'all updated so that you can talk about it. But basically, we interviewed some of our residents that we've worked with in our climate advisory groups. So that's an umbrella underneath the Climate Safe Neighborhoods program. So the climate advisory groups are specifically when we go into these neighborhoods and rally members of the community, and we teach them about the environment, and we pay them to sit in these series of meetings. They come up with a climate resilience plan, and then after the fact, we help implement some of those mitigation efforts. But yeah, I'm really proud of that video. I was sitting in and listening to some of the older people speak about their experience, and it is just really important that they be heard because they have so much wisdom to share, and it's beautiful to see older people who are still passionate about the future because a lot of people get kind of hopeless and they don't feel like using their voice matters. So it's a beautiful thing to see, and I'm happy that we'll have this video to share to the world.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's really awesome that you guys are able to do that because there's all these like community members, like they always want to make change, but it's just hard to get those resources and hard to get their voice heard to be able to make those resources, to bring those resources to their community. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So you said that like you talk to like a lot of these different communities, but do you ever find it like hard to be able to like meet them where they're at? Because I know that like I'm sure you get like a lot of information told to you. So like is it hard to like translate that in a way that they can understand?
Honestly, it isn't, and that's why I'm saying like when the first question you asked me, how hard did I work to get here? I didn't really have to work hard because I'm from these neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I'm from Cincinnati. I grew up downtown Cincinnati. I went to Washington Park Elementary, so I'm like very familiar with the area and very. I have cousins in all of these climate safe neighborhoods, all of these underadvantaged neighborhoods. So I definitely speak the language, and I'm gifted to be able to translate to the youth and the older people. I'm kind of in a sweet spot. The millennials. I'm kind of in a sweet spot. So it's definitely a gift of mine to be able to translate. And I love using like analogies and stuff, as you guys see, but it makes things make sense. That's just something I do naturally.
Yeah, that's always something that I do too.
Yeah.
Make analogies, make a little song.
Yeah.
That's what my mom always taught me.
Got to make it visual for people.
Yes. Yeah.
What's your average day at work like though?
So now I am more so in the office, and I'm going to say unfortunately, but there are good, good and bad things about it. It definitely is very hot out here. So I'm like not in the field, but I genuinely did enjoy being in the field. It kind of made time go by faster. But my typical work day now looks like me going into the office and just talking to a lot of people via email, making calls, definitely just communicating. That's more so my job now, and facilitating meetings and projects. Yeah. Boring, but it's really beautiful stuff. To see the outcome. I'm definitely always keeping the outcome in mind. And that's why I like being with y'all. I'm happy y'all invited me here. This is fun.
Yeah, no, like it's definitely like important to remind like myself some days like the work that I'm doing is really important, and like some days it might be hard, but like in this freaking heat.
And so with that being said, what's the goal here? Like what's the end goal?
What's the plan?
What's the end goal with this podcast?
No,
not the podcast. Like
With your work.
with your work.
Oh, with my work. I told y'all I'm trying to have a big party. I want everybody
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
she did
happy.
just say that.
I want people to understand that they can control their reality.
Yeah.
And you know, just let people, remind people how powerful they are, and inspire them to take ownership of their own being as well as their environment. And I'm confident that that'll have a beautiful ripple effect. I actually was just watching Doctor Strange. I'm obsessed now. I'm not is that Marvel? I'm not
good.
a superhero girly, but
The new
he my
one?
favorite now. No, I watched the first one, and
Alright.
now I'm gonna watch the
I don't
second
know.
one. when
I
get
feel
a
like the
chance.
new Marvel movies falling off. They all about multiverse and stuff.
I mean, but it's if you like get into it, you can really get into it. But I'm all about
like Spider-Man.
the mind really like controlling your body, because it does. And if you can learn how to, you know, work with all the different parts, we can just, you know, have that party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's like kind of awesome, but also kind of overwhelming. But what is important to remind my like what am I saying?
You got it.
Okay. What is kind of overwhelming but also kind of awesome with environmental work is that like our work will never be done. There will always be something to do. That's kind of what I was thinking like when I was going into college. I was like, well, I guess with environmental studies, I'll have job security. But it is kind of overwhelming to some days I have to remind myself like I can only do so much because
Right.
I'm just one person.
So with that being said, the overall goal, it's just a different way of saying what I said already. The overall goal is teaching people how to advocate for themselves so that we
Exactly.
don't have to do,
Yeah.
you know, things out of our capacity. So we're teaching everybody to be able to do what we do. So,
Yeah.
you know, everybody, you can't, it's way more difficult. A house full of people, like one person doing the chores. It's easier if everybody has a part to do, and then
Right.
everything gets done, and then we can party.
Yeah. But you also have to teach them too because
Yeah.
some people also just don't even really know.
Right.
But it's important to have people also in your community like you and also like people like Marisha who are able to advocate for themselves and passionate. She is so passionate.
I love Marisha.
I wish
Shout out
everybody
to
had a
you.
Marisha in their life because she is so funny.
That's my girl. I love her.
She's so
hilarious.
funny
Yeah.
and she's like so fun
But
to
now
talk
I'm not
to.
gonna like on a serious note, like before like I really was working here.
Uh-huh.
I really wasn't aware of all the
Yeah.
climate issues and stuff like
That's
that was
good,
going on
though.
around me. Like I really wasn't aware. I mean, like I knew it like the bad air and stuff like that, but like it's really so much more. And yeah, I really just don't think people even really be knowing for
Yeah,
real.
like
I
we
don't.
know
Yeah,
all about
no.
pollution, but they
Yeah.
still cause it. They don't care.
Yeah.
yeah.
But, like, I was doing that like before I joined Green Team, but now like I don't.
It just make you. It just. It
Makes
just.
you aware.
It just gave you a different perspective.
Yeah,
know
so
what I'm
like
saying?
okay, so from your guys' perspective, like what made you guys inspired to join Green Team?
Sierra actually came to our school. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? And Mr. Connor, he had told me to come up here. So you know I came, and it was like it started off. You know it was a bunch of different jobs, but it was like. She just called for Mr.
Oh
Kimball.
God, like
an
why
hour
does
ago.
what does he do? Damn.
But like I
Okay,
was
so anyways.
saying,
Sierra
was I
came to your
saying?
school.
Yeah, Sierra came to Euler, and you know, I had a talk with her for probably about 5 minutes, not that long, but you know, and she was just telling me like about the job and what I came with it, and you know, I just gave it a try, and look at me now, we back.
When,
And do you like it? Do you like working here?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working here.
Were you working at
Okay.
McDonald's at the time that Sierra talked to you?
No,
Oh.
I was
What a
working.
reveal.
I was working at McDonald's when I was in the 8th grade. Yeah,
Womp womp.
I stopped working there.
Good, good. And this is better than McDonald's, I'm assuming, right?
Most definitely. I do
Okay.
this over McDonald's any day.
I'll do this over Arby's.
Yeah.
I definitely work there.
We have the meat.
Yes.
rat meat.
And like you were saying, a lot of people don't know about these environmental issues at all, and they don't understand the effect that it can have on your mental.
Right.
So when you can acknowledge the issue is when you can acknowledge the issues, it's definitely beneficial for your mental health.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
What you were saying?
But yeah, I was saying that you mentioned earlier that before you worked here, you weren't aware of these environmental issues. You had a vague understanding, and a lot of people don't understand the effects on your mental health, the environmental issues, and people kind of get down in the dumps, and they're just like, "Am I lazy? Like I'm a terrible person. Like I'm just lazy, and there's nothing I can do about that. I'll just go to sleep." Not knowing that while you're sleeping, you're breathing in horrible air and not really getting the rest that your body needs to function.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that I'm in a position to let people know, like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And also, on top of it not being your fault, you can do something to make it better. You can fix yourself.
Yes.
You're in charge of your own body, your
Advocacy.
environment.
But Kobe, how did you get involved and what inspired you to join Green Team and pay attention to environmental issues?
Well, my first introduction to Green Team, Mr. Connor was doing like this fake interview stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't fake though.
It was
Mock
basically
interview.
real.
Oh, the mock interviews.
That's more politically correct.
That's what it was called. The mock interview.
I was actually supposed to be part of that.
Mock
I
means
wish-
fake. Mock means fake. So
Mock does not.
mock means fake, basically.
We're gonna put up the definition of mock right here.
So
I mean, like when you mock,
we're gonna flash it right here.
when you mock somebody, like
It's not
like-
fake.
it's not. It's like you. I don't know. It's
I'm
like
looking for
copying.
a word. It's
Copy interview.
impersonating.
Impersonating.
Now, I'm always told, like, people hear me, like, singing or something, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're such a good singer." I'm like, "No, I'm just like slightly on the spectrum, and I like to mock people." So I've learned how to mock Beyonce, and
That's
oh
cool.
wow,
people.
Okay. We have Beyonce here. No way.
Don't get me started.
It was in 9th grade when they did it. I did an interview, but I know Daisy did, and she was telling me all about it. Like when we came back from this summer, and it really intrigued me. So I signed up this year. I didn't get the fall one. Yes, I did. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't get the fall one. But
They didn't
I
like
got,
you.
Say it again.
They didn't like you?
We don't got a
Second.
cricket button.
I wish we did.
We do.
Oh, we
You
have
do.
a cricket number?
We do.
He in control of the soundboard.
Yeah, I'm in control.
Yeah, you shouldn't be in control.
Because we know what button.
Yeah, we know what button he's gonna push.
Oh, I know what button I should push.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought that was the cricket button.
The wrong soundboard.
Oh.
I think I am on the wrong one.
Oh,
It's not like a squeaky bike or something.
yeah.
Inflation is where all price.
Anyway,
Okay, so back
Yeah.
on track.
so I didn't get fall, but when we did do another mock interview, I talked to Hannah directly. And, I was telling her about
That is always good. Always talk to the people directly.
yeah, and I was talking about like how I was again the job beforehand, and she was like, "What? You sound like a perfect person for that." And then she took my application personally and did all this stuff. And like since then, like I really love Green Team. It was small, like
Yeah.
when I first saw it.
Well, were
small,
you
man.
you
Now
were
look
in
at
the spring though, right?
it. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
small in
spring
the
is small.
too. It was small when Daisy and Vohn were in it. It was small.
Yeah.
It was, but now it's like, oh my God, you should have seen that
We-
orientation.
yeah.
Flashing a picture of orientation.
Oh yeah, we can flash a picture of
Man, it was so many people at orientation. Everybody didn't even have a seat.
Me, like
Yeah.
I was on the
really?
floor.
Really?
I was on
You were
the
on the floor?
floor.
Sorry.
No, I was-
My bad.
It was people in the back sitting on the floor. I'm like, damn.
It was hot.
I gave someone my seat.
Oh. So humble. So
It
humble.
was, well, did I really? Sierra gave some of us.
Oh.
You're not
Yeah, I
gonna
was
talk
about to
I
about
like
say.
how you tell the truth. Like he lied first and then he told the truth
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
after. Love that.
Cut that out.
But yeah, that's how I really got an introduction.
But were
This-
you paying attention to environmental issues first or no?
Not really, no.
Oh.
I didn't really
Were you a litterer ever? A litterer?
know. If
Okay.
there's no.
Yeah, I've always been that person. Like my friends, they don't litter in front of me. Not to say that they litter. Yeah,
It's
they're like
good?
I still do
Oh,
it sometimes, but in front of you, I won't do it. And I'm like, I can't do everything. Small wins, but
Yeah.
don't do it when I'm not around.
I was giving a lecture to a kid about fast fashion. We were also, when you were on
Jesus
my
Christ.
team for a second, we also did a
I
thing
didn't
with
see you.
that. But like, there was this one kid, he got shoes from Shein, and he was like, well, I already posted the outfit. That's what I hate. People are always like, well, I already posted the outfit, so it doesn't matter if like it goes in the garbage or not.
No, it does.
It does.
Then where is it going?
Because where's
after
it going?
that?
Oh, it's going to go to a third world country.
And
That's where it's
then
going to
they
go.
tear up fast. Like
Yeah.
they can't even.
And it's also, don't play anything while I'm talking. But, and it was like, he already wore the shoes for like not even a full day and they were already creased. And I'm like, come on.
Shoes.
Aren't you embarrassed?
Aren't you?
Shoes from Shein is absolutely
Yeah,
insane.
They just get creased easily.
Yeah, and also like, your toe's going to pop out eventually. Like,
Yeah.
it's not,
It's not made.
and
It's just like making plastic from.
yeah, exactly. And one day,
Single-use plastic.
you're going to be walking and the sole of your shoe is going to fall. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when the sole of your shoe falls
Keep
off?
walking.
Hopefully, go put your toes in some grass and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
buy more.
Hopefully ground yourself
Yeah.
and go out
You
and
know the motto, you
outside.
got to keep going until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, but okay, well then you're making it sound easy if you're wearing Shein shoes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't wear Shein shoes, so
Good, I can't
know.
relate.
Yeah, good,
My
good.
stuff real. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I remember we talked
aware.
about fast fashion with you guys, and you guys were like, "No, we don't do that." Tien on the trail team, she knows how to make her own clothes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
who on the
That's so
trail team?
Raven.
Flashing a picture of Tia.
Tien.
She gonna hate that.
Tia make her own clothes.
I think so. I think
It's
it's Tien.
Ian.
Wow.
That's far 10.
That's very nice.
Yeah,
Shout out to you.
yeah.
Picture.
She's awesome. She makes us plank in the morning.
Make me some clothes.
Anyways, so back to Ray. I'm gonna ask a question. It's your turn. It's your turn.
I think those are birds.
They are birds.
Wow.
How many teams have you worked with in the past 3 weeks?
In the past 3 weeks, I've only worked with you guys. And
We're special.
Is that right?
Yeah, super special. I wish like I could work with more, but like I said, I'm in the office
We're
like
done.
organizing
Yeah.
things. But I did have the
Sorry.
pleasure of working with a lot of different teams last summer because I wasn't able to fully commit to one team, so I was kind of like a substitute green team leader,
Yeah.
and that was amazing. That's how I met Adriana. I did a lot of work with the Lick Run green team.
Yeah, when you came to Lick Run, like they loved you so much. They're always like,
Loved
"When
them
is she
too.
gonna come back? When is she gonna come back?" I think then they started to dislike me because of you.
Oh no. I
No,
love
think
y'all.
They loved me. They loved me. I
They're
miss
like, we just
them.
want 3 of them. Like, bring her back too.
You
Yeah,
miss
yeah.
your old team?
Yeah, my old team.
Then go back.
Whoa.
Then go back.
Excuse me.
Well, okay. Well, actually, that team that I was on doesn't even
Gone.
exist anymore
Gone.
because it was at Lick Run.
Yeah, I know.
What?
He-
Do we have beef now?
Yes,
Are we
his
starting
feelings
beef
are
on the
hurt.
podcast right now?
Do we? Like,
I know. I didn't think so, but now you want me to go back? Okay.
Right. Moving on.
I miss the Taft babies too, but I like
So,
the
like-
Oiler babies.
So like, would you rather be a youth leader again?
I genuinely enjoy just being a part of the like
Yeah.
I said, that's the thing about Groundwork. They're not very rigid. As long as you're
Mhm.
passionate and you're doing good work, like
Yeah.
there's time to do it all, honestly. Like as long as you have the capacity. But I will say something that I really appreciate about working with climate safe neighborhoods now, like I mentioned before, I'm working with older people, and I didn't grow up with like grandparents.
Really?
So it's such a pleasure to be able to like, sit down and get them stories from my
Yeah.
grandmas and grandpas. Like I love y'all. And
Yeah.
a very warm space. But I will say I do miss. I like playing in dirt. I like I like being outside,
getting dirty.
So I definitely I would jump at the opportunity to have a a more steady schedule with the Green Team. But that's why I'm grateful that I'm able to work with you all and help organize your CSN collaboration. So you'll see me again. Like, I'm gonna write it in my schedule. Like, I have to be here for this. So yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you too. We're very grateful.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Vohn. Oh shoot, it's my turn. Where's my book?
We're out of questions. You better make
we're out of questions. Oh, okay. Well, what time are we at? 28?
28.
Okay.
Unless you want to end it, because if you got anything more to say.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say? Anyone to shout out? Anything? Any special moments that you wanna reminisce on?
I just want to reiterate. I know we all were at the orientation. I'm just very passionate about people not being stingy. Like, leave that ladder down, leave the breadcrumbs in the forest. Like, it's a thing where people who grew up struggling, they think that's like a rite of passage. Like, you got to struggle too to get where I'm at, and that's totally not where I'm standing. Because I understand that we can progress faster and get to that party faster if I'm letting you know, like, giving you directions to the party. Like,
that's true. That's true.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
Little MapQuest vibes.
Yeah.
Y'all know what MapQuest is, do y'all?
I do. I know what it is.
That's why
Did
they
I
call
ever have to
you
use it?
millennial.
No. I dropped my phone in a lake the other day. Got my new phone back. But now the beavers at Cowan Lake have my phone. But I was like, dang, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to, I don't have a GPS. I was like going to a friend's house and like, it was like my first time going to this place. And I was like, I have to ride with somebody because I don't know how to get there.
That's crazy.
It's embarrassing.
And it shows you how important it is to, like, first of all, be in tune with your intuition. And, like, because there's been times where, like, my phone died or something, and I'm like, I have to navigate around the city like a grown man. Like, I'm just a girl. But I survived, and I made it. Like, so it's all about trusting yourself and taking that ownership. Like, I got this.
Yeah,
got it.
True.
But then what happens when you don't have it?
What happens when I don't have it? Hopefully the village of Earth comes to save me. Like, please, I need some help.
We have some good karma because we do good things, so there's some good karma coming towards us.
Yeah, and it's nothing wrong with asking for help. It's nothing wrong with asking for help.
Yeah, a lot of people got too much pride and they're not going to ask stuff. Like, they'll sit there and starve before they ask.
Like, I'm literally hungry. Please share.
Yeah. It's okay to ask for help sometimes, guys.
Yeah.
Ask for directions a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, you should.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
my phone dies.
Do you want to do the outro?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do the outro?
Of course.
Okay.
Well, this has been the Green Mic Podcast. Once again, I'm Kobe.
I'm Vohn.
I'm Adriana.
Our guest.
I'm Ray.
And Ryniah.
If I had a mic, I'd drop it right now.
Once again, I'm not saying that again. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
We can wave. Bye. Okay.